Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of From the Bottom Up. Today's edition here, we are taking AC/DC for those about to rock. The follow-up to Back in Black was released on November the 20th in 1981 on Atlantic Records, peaking at number one for 3 straight weeks, 4 times platinum, and it's the final Robert John Mutt Lang produced AC/DC album. And they just found that it was they weren't all on the same page, and they weren't just wasn't a good working relationship, and Lang wanted to move on to other bands, so that's exactly what happened. 10 tracks here on all, and of course the lineup featured here is none other than Brian Johnson on lead vocals, his second album with them, Angus Young on lead guitar, Malcolm Young on rhythm guitar, backing vocals, Cliff Williams on bass guitar and backing vocals, and Phil Rudd on drums. So let's run right down real quick. We're going to start ranking these songs from the bottom up. And we're starting off with number 10. And Night of the Long Knives, I've got at number 10, which I feel sadly is the weakest song on the album. It's okay, but it's still out of all the tracks involved here, it's definitely the weakest. And that's going to take us to number 9. We've got COD, Care of the Devil. Basically a run-of-the-mill AC/DC song here. Nothing to really write home about as far as memorable on this one. The few songs on this one are, these songs on the first lower end here are a little on the weaker side, but the album definitely picks up, as you will see. Number 8. Matter of fact, it's going to pick up right here. We got number 8, Breaking the Rules. Yes, this is where the album definitely starts heading in the right direction. I like Breaking the Rules, solid song. And it's just one of those songs that helps keep the album going and flowing together, where it's placed on the album here. Um, so that's what I've got for that. And that is going to take us to none other than number 7, which is going to be Spellbound. And that's another solid song here for sure. It's the album closer, and it basically compared to most songs on the album, it's kind of mellow on the album. So it's a nice way to kind of end the album on a positive note. And that's where we got it at number 7. Number 6. So we get a little heavier with number 6, and that is going to be Inject the Venom, which is one of the hard-hitting songs of the catalog here. And we got it at number 6, Inject the Venom. Decent song. And like I said, it's got that heavier edge to it. Probably the heaviest song, one of the heaviest songs on the album for sure. Uh, and that's where we got Inject the Venom. Number 5, I've got the dark toned Snowballed. Yeah, definitely another solid song here. Kind of ends side one if you got the LP. Uh yeah, definitely seems like side one on this album definitely blows away side two. And that's the way we kind of got the ranking here. But Snowball definitely ends side one in a decent note. And it's interesting how most of the songs on the album aren't quite long. That this one only clocks in at 3:23. So definitely one of the shorter songs on the album for sure. Not by much. Number 4. Now this one is one of the hidden gems of the album. Comes second on the album right after the title track, but we got "Put the Finger on You," which is definitely a solid song. It's one of the kind of one of the unheralded gems on the album, on the catalog for that matter. It's one of those songs that really gets moving throughout, and it's just one of these great songs that the radio decided not to touch for different reasons, as lyrically probably are mentioning during the song. But we've got it. We're putting the finger on that one at number four. Number three, we've got another great song here. This one really shocked that it wasn't released as a single, you know. This one, it never really got the airplay that it really deserved. Yeah, it's one of those songs, you know, that you would think you would hear it on the radio because it's a solid song through and through. And we're talking about Evil Walks. Um, it just never really gets much accolades at all, and I definitely feel it's definitely one of the best songs on the entire album for sure. And I love this song, so that's what I've got here. Number two, we are going with none other than "Let's Get It Up," which peaked at number 44 on the charts. And yeah, you would have thought maybe with a little bit more airplay, this song could have done much better. It's definitely always considered like the second best song on the album by most reviewers' estimations. And as you can see, we're saying the same thing. Let's Get It Up, definitely a solid song. One of the highlights of the whole Johnson catalog. I would rate this one higher than many songs off of Back in Black, to tell you the truth. That's how much I like this one. But we got it at number two here. And of course, that's going to take us to the number one. And it's the Monster song, For Those About to Rock. You know, it almost makes you wonder how this album would have done if they did not have this song on here because of the fact most of these songs didn't really get much airplay, even though it still went, you know, four times platinum, but you are coming off Back at Black, which was a big album to really, you know, it's tough coming up with a follow-up when you blow up like that. You know, it really is. But considering these guys have gotten 4 million copies on this one, it's definitely telling people that a lot of people really like this album, and it was their first number one there, so that definitely makes a world of difference here for sure. And yeah, the Monster song, like I said, it helped set the tone of the album. It was the perfect song to begin the album, and it's also the longest song on the album. So a lot going on for this one. It's the only song that they play live anymore off this album. Um, and it's definitely you know, just a great song, an all-time classic, no doubt, with the cannons firing away for the 21 gun salute. And we salute you. Let me give you the quick rundown on all these songs. You let us know where yours fall if you don't mind in the comments and everything. Give us a like. We appreciate it. Number 10, Night of the Long Knives. Number 9, COD. Number 8, Breaking the Rules. Number 7, Spellbound. Number 6, Inject the Venom. Number 5, Snowballed. Number 4, Put the Finger on You. Number 3, Evil Walks. Number 2, Let's Get It Up. And number 1, for those about to rock, we salute you. So there you have it. The album, for those about to rock, we salute you from the bottom up. Stay tuned for many more episodes.